I wanted to take a minute and just show this chop saw stand that I completed last night. The credit needs to go to a guy named Denny. I believe that's his name out on weldingweb.com. I don't remember what his username is off the top of my head, but he had posted a chop saw stand very similar to this. His was a little taller than this and had a different accessory that I didn't really care to add, but I liked the design in general. I was sick of cutting on the ground, and so what I decided to do is go ahead and make one. The bottom is a 2 foot by 2 foot base. I don't remember exactly how high I'm coming, 36 inches or something. I mean, if I come over here, this part is about where my waist is at, so it's a comfortable cutting position for me, and I actually kept it low enough. The kids are helping us build a go-kart, or we are helping them build a go-kart, and so I like it at that height also because they can stand on a bucket or something and help us cut the pieces and have fun doing that. Anyway, going to the side, I think I might add a cage or something down on the bottom, you know, use that space up, add a little bit of weight down there. You get a heavy piece hanging on this thing and it's going to want to tilt it, so I'm thinking about putting a scrap metal bin down there. Anyway, right underneath the base of this table you'll notice a couple of square tubes. That receives these 2 square tubes, and then I have these adjustable brackets for each side. This one is a stop for the right side of the saw, and the other one, due to the lack of tight tolerances that I have between the square tubing, this square tubing, and the square tubing that receives this tubing, there's a little bit of flex and things, so I made this an adjustable, I don't know what you want to call it. It just adjusts for the height to hold material. Now you'll notice that I also created these, this one is a little tight actually. I created these little clips that come around and lock down to keep the material from sliding off on either side. They're a little bit loose, but it works. So, going to the back, you can see it's kind of dark in my garage. I'm thinking about actually plugging in a light and adding a light to this, but I haven't done that yet. That's just an idea that I just barely got anyway. So I did wire it to an extension cord. It's kind of nice sometimes to have the angle grinders and stuff with you wherever you may be moving this in the garage, and not being close to a plug typically. I thought it would be nice to add that. If you look at the back of it, it's kind of hard to see again because of the lighting, but I put a little 1/4 inch round bar. It curves, comes out, comes back, and basically it's all tacked on here. The reason why I did that is this box is just anchored in here by a couple of small screws, and I was afraid by plugging things in and unplugging them all the time this box is going to move, and eventually those screws were going to fail, so I just locked that in, and I mean, this thing doesn't move at all. So essentially that's it. In its storage position, you know, obviously this tubing isn't run underneath the table and doing its job right now. This is the way I store it, but whoa, almost tripped. Anyway, again, credit to Denny out on Welding Web. I thought it was a great idea, and I went ahead and basically copied the design, other than this piece right here is my own. But it works out well. It's nice not having to cut on the ground anymore. So.